Welcome to Group 4's project, a custom-built website for delivery service company Express Delivery. For the past couple of months, we've been working hard to find the most effective way to satisfy the brief, producing a courier booking website which meets all of our clients' main needs. Our client is Express Delivery, a small company offering a rapid, 24-hour, same-day delivery service. Their market consists primarily of small companies and businesses, such as consultancy firms who require a courier service for important documents. Non-corporate customers still use the service, but to a far lesser degree due to the fact that urgent deliveries are not typically necessary outside of a corporation. The couriers are comprised of a small fleet of bicycles and vans, allowing for a wide range of pricing strategies depending on the package size and method of delivery. Owing to their speciality of same-day deliveries, they do not have a depot for parcel storage, which complicates the system to an extent, and means resource efficiency, in terms of courier logistics, is an important part of the company's operation. At present, the only way to book a courier is by phone, which is costing the company both customers and profit. So, we're here to build a website offering customers an easier, more efficient way to place a booking. We use the information gathered from the problem statement and user interviews to construct a detailed set of project requirements. Our solution should be a web-based application supporting online delivery booking. It should allow a user to specify details about the delivery, such as collection and delivery address, time of collection, parcel size, and means of transport used. It was important that the application fit the current business model of the company. The website should provide visitors with contact details and information about open positions for cyclists. An administrator interface should be developed to allow for managing, tracking, and reviewing orders made using the application. Many other functional and non-functional requirements were identified, and each was given a priority to ensure that all critical requirements were implemented in the first instance. During the client interview, we identified that the system must be able to specify both the pickup address and delivery address in order to set a start point and an end point for the package respectively. The system must be compatible with handheld devices such as iPads, as we have evaluated that most users use mobile devices. A major concern of the client was their interpretation of the parcel dimensions. In order to generate the price correctly, one of the key user needs was to be able to indicate the parcel size and its mode of transport upon booking. During the user interviews, we have identified that some customers still prefer to order delivery by phone. In favour of maintaining a wider range of target users, the system needs to have an option of calling the company directly. Finally, as most users are small companies and businesses, they prefer to pay online rather than cash. In developing the UI, we produced 3 interface prototypes, one of which was chosen and extended by the designs of others. During user evaluation, we have found that the current interface is easy to navigate and the contact details are easy to find. It also allows cyclists to apply for hiring, as our client requested. The order progress can be easily seen and the size and transportation types can be easily selected. We refined the interface through several iterations, changing various parts of the design and receiving feedback from our users such that we could fulfill the requirements adequately. The main improvements can be seen here. Due to user investigation and usability testing, we have included an option to send a paper document in addition to several sizes of packages in the parcel size selection. Users showed concern regarding misuse of the bicycle or van selection system. We therefore decided to remove the choice altogether, having the item size determine the delivery vehicle. This should be implemented in future iterations of the system. The option to select a specific delivery time was originally not available for those who wanted it. This option has been implemented on step 2 of the order process. The UML component diagram gives an overview of the system we designed and implemented. This system follows the MVC architecture model. The development took place on a localhost Tomcat server which was bound to a certain port. The way the client interacts with the server is through HTTP requests, either GET or POST. Users get certain routes which are bound to certain controllers. In our architecture, we bound multiple routes to a controller. The web application forms a database connection using JDBC, accessing an SQL database hosted on Windows Azure. This database is used for the storage and retrieval of delivery order details by the system. We have also developed several sequence diagrams, one of which is seen here. This sequence diagram shows a run-through of the first use case, placing a delivery booking. On the diagram, one can see that the customer opens the website by sending a GET HTTP request to the base controller and retrieves a JSP page. As the user chooses to order online, Base Controller redirects the page to Order UI, where the details of delivery are entered. Afterwards, Price Controller calculates the price of the delivery. User enters the payment details in Payment UI, and the payment is processed in Card Payment model. The base controller adds tracking and the delivery to the tracking model, and delivery DAO database respectively. The summary is displayed on the JSP page. Now we shall see a demonstration of the whole website in use, beginning with the admin panel. The admin panel provides an interface for staff at Express Delivery to better manage their deliveries. To access it, a login is required. The login credentials are saved on the database. After initially logging in, access will be granted until the window is closed. When viewing the admin page, the list of deliveries are retrieved from the database and displayed, together with all the information about them. In the panel, you can change the status of the delivery by either cancelling it or setting it to be done, which will remove it from the list. Ideally, for a future implementation, a history list will log all previously completed and cancelled deliveries. The list of current deliveries gets updated every time a new booking is made. When you first enter the website as a user, the welcome screen provides two main options: book a delivery online or book by phone. Choosing the online option sends you to a screen where you input sender and recipient addresses. Here, you also choose the parcel size and transportation type. Next, you input the time at which you would like it to be picked up. You can choose the option Right Now, which prioritizes your booking for the couriers. The price is shown on the screen after being calculated based on the size and type chosen. By proceeding to the next screen, you arrive at the payment page where you can input your card details and billing addresses. For convenience, you have the option to use the same address as in the previous step. Once the payment is processed, you arrive at the final page of the booking process, which summarizes the booking being made. Reaching this page triggers a confirmation email to be sent containing the same summary of information. The delivery details are also added to the database. From here, you can return to the home page. Looking back on the project, we all feel generally satisfied with the result. We've produced a fully functioning website from the ground up, which meets all of the client's must requirements, along with a complex Java backend and rigorous documentation of the entire process. Working in a close-knit group with so many members has been unfamiliar to many of us and brought new challenges, but we were able to effectively combine our efforts in order to meet all deadlines. We each had to learn what the other's individual strengths were and distribute work tasks accordingly so our intellectual resources would be spent economically. The demand for a high level of cooperation and communication in order to keep this project running has been a great learning experience for all of us. The success of the final report is a testament to the team's effective collaboration and proof that we were able to integrate our differing styles successfully. That said, we've also struggled with a number of difficulties which resulted in a constricted, often clunky workflow. In the early stages of the project, communication was a significant challenge, and establishing the various platforms we use for collaboration took a number of weeks. Our workflow was interrupted by inconsistencies and misunderstandings until each member became familiar with the shared approach. Once we were all on the same page, we made good progress, and were able to recover from most losses. However, we unfortunately only managed to deploy stage 1 of the site, and the system we developed may therefore not be appropriately future-proofed. This means if additional features were to be added at a future point in redevelopment, the system would likely need to undergo fundamental structural redesigns in order to ensure maximum optimization. This is something we hope to avoid, as it reduces the robustness and potential for expansion of the final deliverable. The project that we undertook was a great challenge, so successfully completing it marks a big advance in our academic and professional development. We strived to take advantage of the opportunity to learn and work in a real business environment. As a result of that, we have successfully obtained and established core competencies in HTML, CSS, Java EE, and many other tools for development. Furthermore, the journey towards successful delivery has both strengthened and enhanced our communication and teamwork skills. Last but not least, the conduction of a human-computer interaction study was very advantageous for our future work of design and evaluation of user interfaces. Thank you.